Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everybody and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing Africa today. It's a pizza guy map. It's a 3-minute time challenge. And when I read it, he said he included all of these islands out here because it's the geographical bounds of the country. Well, not the country, the continent of Africa. Now, I've been lied to my entire life. Here I am thinking that the United States, massive, large, right? This whole continent is like 3 times its actual size than what's on the map, because the United States decides, hey, we're important. Let's make ourselves a little bit bigger than we really are. Make everyone else a little bit smaller. Brazil, from over here to over here. The size of the United States, from over here to over here. I feel like my whole life is a lie, man. I feel like it's all a lie. Central dealer, P.O. box. I've seen some stop signs that have been in English. So we're probably in an English-speaking area in Africa. Here's another example. Here's just a stop sign. A typical stop sign you'd expect to see kind of anywhere. Now, there are quite a few countries in Africa that do not have official street coverage. Ooh, is this guy passing us? Or are we actually... We're on the left-hand side of the road. I don't know why we're in the United States. I'm sticking with South Africa for that one. We got English, left-hand side of the road. Kind of makes sense to guess South Africa. A lot of these other places don't speak a lot of English. Now, English isn't the only language from South Africa, and there's all these tribal languages as well. Probably never be able to fully translate the African continent. I forget exactly how many. I think there used to be 53 countries. I think South Sudan official country now from Sudan, so that makes 54. But there's still 54 fucking countries in Africa, and I can maybe name like 8 of them. All right. Does that make me a bad person? Maybe. Yeah, probably. Now, we're not really finding too much of anything. We're probably outside of a city in South Africa. Most, I believe, of South Africa is covered. But we really didn't find too much to go on here besides English and left-hand side of the road. Kind of makes sense that we're guessing where we are. Ends up being Botswana. Whoever the leader is probably found something that I didn't. But the southern tip of Africa does drive on the left. I don't even think I'm pretty sure Namibia and Mozambique and Malawi and Zambia and Angola don't have coverage. I know a little bit of Swaziland and Lesotho and Botswana and South Africa do have coverage. I don't believe we're going to end up on Madagascar unless it's unofficial. And then a lot of the middle belt isn't covered. I believe there's a lot of wars and civil wars going on. There's something going on right now in Cameroon. I think it's over here, where the English speakers and the French speakers are currently fighting. But there is definitely a lot. So I clicked off. We still have plenty of places to look, but it's definitely going to be a little bit harder. P.O. Box 33. What else does it say? Bamfa via Kanogoa. That top part is what I want to see. This probably has something on it that is important. Can't really make it out. I see an A, a C, and then maybe like a Z here, and an O-N, but not too much. Bamfa, there we go. The Bamfa Akazi, special pork show every weekend. Interesting. Looks like we are on the right-hand side of the road. Based on this is probably a taxi with the GH. Does Ghana have Street View? Peace and something. I don't think Ghana has Street View. Redemption House. We don't know a lot of flags either for African countries. Or a lot of domain names. We don't end up in Africa too often. So I figured we needed a little bit more practice. What is written, John. So it's a Christian nation. There's not too many of those. A lot of African countries are Muslim. So seeing that is definitely interesting. I think that's going to push us further south. The red, yellow, and green, another GH, maybe Ghana. But I don't think Ghana. I didn't think Ghana would be a Christian nation. I don't even think Ghana had street coverage. It's at map data. Paradise Fast Food. Peter something. Kofi Asante. Geopostal Agent Akazi. So that's probably... Akazi is probably the name of the town. We found that quite a few times now. The GH is what's throwing me off. I know it's not Senegal. Senegal is not English. Maybe Nigeria, but that makes sense for Ghana too. And then the Akazi. That sounds... I don't know why that sounds familiar. It sounds very familiar. I figured coast would probably be best. Doesn't mean that we have to be in the coast. Now, a lot of these African nations are going to be a lot bigger than I think they actually are. Let's go over here for some reason. Where? No, it's not Kenya. The GH is what threw me off there. Wow, that was a good guess. Moving our thing there actually helped. So it was Pozo, but there's the Akazi. So it's the Akazi region, and I can't even make it out. I think I'm actually colorblind. I can't tell if these are roads or what. But that's the Akazi region. So that's actually really good that we got that. Maybe this entire thing is the Akazi region. Might make sense. So we actually got 5 more points than whoever the leader is, which is very impressive if you ask me. This is what I would assume would be Botswana. We've had a few of these locations where it's kind of flat and kind of reminds me a little bit of Australia, and it ends up being Botswana. It does look like we are on the left-hand side of the road based on where the sign is. We're not going to find too many yellow divider lines. Now we need to see if we can find some English. We are coming up to what could be a hospital. Maybe. Stop is in English again, and this is very reminiscent of the first location, which did end up being Botswana, even though I thought it was South Africa. Moto Kui, 2 kilometers. That's not going to really help us. If we can figure out a country, maybe that would help us. But we are doing better than I gave myself credit for, and maybe it just comes to show how much we really have learned. Because if you guys remember back to the early days of Geoguessr, I would struggle tremendously with Africa and Australia being, like, I would always guess Australia and it would end up being Africa, or I would guess Africa and it would end up being Australia. I struggled immensely with getting those locations correct. And even now, I can kind of see why. Keki Henya, maybe we guess Botswana again. We do have this, which looks like it says Lesotho, but I'm so glad they blurred this all out for us. Really makes me happy. No, okay. Lellenberg? And then, can't even make out the other one. It reminds me of German, kind of. But it's really tough to be able to see it. Can we get a better view from over here? Morwamosu. Fuck. probably not going to help us. We could give a quick little look around, because that's probably going to be our best bet. Now, again, these countries a lot bigger than I give them credit for. We might be biting off more than we could chew. But it definitely, I think we saw Berg, so maybe we guess over here. I can't explain it. It's hard to be able to look at a blurry image and get something good out of it. We do know we're on the left-hand side of the road. We do know it's in English. It's good. Ends up being Botswana again. At the Moto Kui. Alright. I don't even remember what some of these words were. But to Botswana, I guess it makes sense. We did say when we first loaded in that it kind of looked like the first one, which was Botswana. So maybe we should have gone for Botswana. Maybe we just didn't give ourselves enough credit, or Botswana enough credit. Third location, nothing on the back. It looks like it's just weights, and then blurred out license plate. Maybe something there, but it's too blurry to see it. We could check the front of the cab, which might have a flag. I see a vest, papers, water bottles, nothing. Alright, it was worth a try. We definitely have a lot more green, a lot more tropical. We could probably go for the middle of the country. Maybe Kenya. Kenya might be a good guess. Emergency, so that's an ambulance. Does this have anything on it? A T? And then that's probably some information regarding the vehicle and not the location. And then a blurred out license plate. Looks like we are on the left-hand side of the road. Jesus' Light Junior School. Christian Nation. Again, those are maybe not fully Christian, but a Christian area. Maybe we go for Ghana again. It's in English. I don't know if Ghana is fully English. I know a lot of African countries have been colonized over the years. There's a lot of French speakers, a lot of German speakers. I believe there's a lot of English speakers as well. And that's just from a nation that's been colonized, you know. And then we got whatever this is, community center, but I can see the 2 SSAKA, but I can't really make out anything else on that sign. We have this one coming up. Camayu. Any flags in here? No. I can't tell who's driving. Guy on, so they're on the left-hand side of the road. We are on the left. Introducing magic. Do we get anything on the other side? We can. English again. I don't want to keep guessing South Africa. I mean, eventually we got to be correct. Big screen, sports, pork joint, Christian cafe. Maybe we just, for sake of finally getting it in South Africa, but I can't tell. Boarding school, Sisters of St. Joseph, BB2, Kayla. Yeah, we're not getting anything on this one. Uganda. And here, okay, so the tropical feel. I've been saying it. I just haven't been taking my own advice. So we should probably guess the center. Didn't guess the center. That's partly my fault. We did learn that Uganda does have street coverage. Kenya does, Uganda does, and then it's like Nigeria on the bottom. Ghana. I don't think Cote d'Ivoire or Liberia or Sierra Leone or any of these. I know Senegal does, but it's sketch, man. Clearly we're not doing too hot. You guys definitely have us beat here. This is probably gonna be South Africa, or an island. Yeah, those are EU plates, so we're on an island somewhere. Okay. Could it be the Canaries? Potentially. Probably on the right-hand side of the road. It looks like the coast is to our south. Looks like it's probably going to be a very big touristy location based on the skyscrapers and all that nonsense. If we could find if it's Spanish or Portuguese, which that looks like the flag of Spain. So we're probably in the Canaries, right? I don't know what this flag is. Government of the Canaries. Alright. So we're in the Canary Islands. Which... not those. These. Alright, let's start off with the Grand Canary. This is probably going to be the thing that brings us over 10,000. I was hoping we were going to get around 10,000. So we're kind of on track. Utilize the transport of... utilize public transportation. That's what that is. Alright. So we already saw something that said the government of the Canaries. The issue now is which Canary Island. I've been wrong in the past about how populated they were, so I won't be surprised if I guess the wrong Canary Island. The only thing I could think of is that this AS has something to do with it. Grand Canary, I don't know what any of these names are besides the Grand Canary. La Palma, Santa Cruz de Tenerife, no idea. Valley Gran Rey, Del Rosero, and Arequipe. So none of these remind me of an AS. Fuck. At least, guys, we're gonna guess the Canary Islands and get it correct. And that's gonna be a first for us. We've been to the Canary a few times now, and we have yet to correctly guess that we were in the Canaries. So the fact that we are able to do that is important. The cruise. Is there Santa Cruz? It's the only cruise I can find. Maybe we're over here. Let's just guess over here. The water's to our south. It's over here. Make the guess. Nice! We actually got more points than you guys did. And that's really big. That really does display how far we really have come in getting points like that. So you guys were about 1,000 points off. I was about 10,000, 11,110 points off. So I should have gotten 1 point off, so it could have been 1-1-1-1-1. But let's check out the full results, see how everyone did. Coming in first place is Aphelion at 24,000. Not too bad. Botswana, it seemed, was the ones that really fucked you up, but everything else you seem to do fine on. Deborah coming in second place, going for Ghana instead of Uganda. I just realized Ghana and Uganda kind of sound similar. Kind of like Kansas and Arkansas. I hope you guys get the fucking joke. It's a fucking meme. Going for Senegal instead of Ghana for Screenshot the World. South Africa twice, just like I did. Makes me feel a little bit better about myself. And then guessing Grand Canaries. And then your boy King Maff with those fuck ups. Woohoo. It looks like Screenshot, I think, got Uganda. Yeah. Everyone kind of got Uganda except for your boy. Right? No. Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah, everyone got Uganda. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. Everything's fine. No need to worry. We need a little bit more practice on this map, just like we need a little bit more practice in Russia. Maybe we do an Australia map. Alright? We haven't been to Australia in quite some time. But thank you all so much for watching. Continued support, guys, really means a lot to me. If you guys have any tips, I know I said a lot of the areas in Africa and then just didn't guess them. And I said, oh, this looks like the first location, which ended up being Botswana, and then I still didn't guess Botswana. And now I said, oh, this looks tropical. We should probably guess the middle of Africa, and still didn't guess the middle. I know. I gotta listen to myself. I gotta listen to you. But I'm proud of that Canary Island guess. So thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day. And bye-bye.